Lady Anna, I've made an item that perfectly captures the spirit of your village.
What? For real? That was quick.
Yes, I took some bits and bobs I found lying around and made them into a snowman doll.
Wow! It's so cute!
That's not all. See that bell the snowman is holding? Give it a twist.
Like this? Hey, it even plays music! How'd you get it to do that?
Someone threw out a music box, so I incorporated it into the design. Oh, and if you look at the doll from different angles, it sparkles. I stuck shiny little pebbles onto it.
That's genius! Oh, I knew I had an eye for talent! And since you just used cast-off materials, our production costs are practically nothing! This is the best! It combines my two favorite things, cute and free!
I'm glad you like it. Thanks for giving me a chance to flex my creative muscles.
Trust me, I'm the one who should be thanking you here. Just wait until you get your share of the profits. We're gonna make a killing!
Hey, Louis, hold still a sec, okay?
Paper and ink? Are you drawing a picture? As I recall, you have a knack for drawing landscapes with both speed and skill.
Yep, my not-so-hidden talent.
But what is your subject here? The scenery around us is somewhat drab.
You silly! I'm gonna draw you. I want a picture of you and me together. I'll add myself later.
But wouldn't a simple self-portrait be much more attractive on balance? I should think so.
Maybe, but that's not what I'm going for. My own cuteness isn't important for this one.
I beg your pardon?
I want a picture with you, Louis. I want a way to remember my friend when he's not around.
Why, Rosado, how sweet of you!
I try.
Would you mind if I wore a mask?
A mask? Just because it's not all about looks doesn't mean I don't want to draw your face.
It was only a suggestion.
Keep your suggestions to yourself. Everyone else blushes and does what I say. Why are you the difficult one?
Forgive me, I'm happy to be part of your art, of course, but it's also a bit embarrassing. I'm not... cute.
Let me stop you there. You're absolutely cute, especially when you're embarrassed. This is just a little memento for us to look back on, that's all. If you don't want it, that's fine. But picture me, years from now, an old man, desperate to remember my dear friend Louis.
Very well. For the sake of my friend and his passion, I shall accept my fate.
Thank you. Okay, hold still a minute. This won't take long. Someday we'll want to look back on this moment. Now we'll have the perfect visual aid.
If I must endure this to commemorate our friendship, then I shall do so gladly.
Hey, Pandreo. Take a look at this.
Huh?
It's a landscape I drew of your church.
Whoa! You made this just for me? Why?
Something I wanted you to see. Look, this lady. She was really there.
She looks so happy.
Yeah, I captured her face exactly as you see it. She was overjoyed to be at your church.
I see. So I really am helping people. That's what I've been working toward. Giving people some joy in their lives.
And you've been doing a fantastic job. Before, you said folks get so focused on the bad that they can't see the good. I think that's kind of true of you too, Pandreo.
Huh? What do you mean?
You've been looking so hard at the bad that you're completely missing the good.
You know what? You're exactly right. Thanks, Rosado. That makes me feel a whole lot better. From now on, no more doubting myself. I'm gonna keep my spirits high.
Then let's bring the party back tonight.
Oh, I am so in.
Time to begin our cooking lesson, Panette. We are going to roast a chicken.
marvelous. The boss is quite partial to foul concoctions.
I'm not sure that phrasing makes sense to me, but all right. Here's what we're working with.
I see. So this bird has been roasted and is ready to serve, correct?
What? Of course not. It's absolutely raw. First we'll put in some stuffing, and then we'll roast it. Over fire.
Oh, I see.
We'll use these vegetables for our stuffing. Would you chop them into fine pieces for us?
With gusto.
They're only vegetables, Panette. They don't fight back.
Here comes the finishing strike.
Well, I'd say you've chopped them into complete submission.
Why, thank you, Miss Goldmary. I am happy to chop further if need be.
No, you've been very thorough. If you chop them any more, we'll be having soup. We should also not be seasoning with splinters from the cutting board, but we'll let that go. Now let's stuff the chicken with the veggies, put it on a skewer, and roast it up nicely.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes?
Is it ready yet?
We only just put it on the fire.
Hey, brother. You praying?
Yes. I'm glad to see you showing your face here.
I've got so many bad memories of this place that I really didn't want to. But this isn't our parents' church anymore. It's yours. So, I figured it might be all right to stop by. Just for a few minutes.
Well, it's great to have you.
Yeah. So, guess I'll pray real quick. I prayed for peace. And while I was at it, I prayed that our parents are okay, wherever they are.
Good for you, Panette.
What do you think they're doing right now?
No idea. To be honest, I have a feeling they're dead. But who knows? Maybe we'll find them someday. Just like you and I found each other.
Now that we're adults and we have a little distance from everything that happened, I'd like to think we could sit them down and have an honest-to-goodness conversation.
That would be nice. I think they'd be proud of us. Of you, especially. Panette, listen. I need you to survive this war. I can't bear to lose any more of my family.
Duh, I'm not gonna go dying on you. In fact, I'll do you one better. I'll save your priestly hide, too.
Glad to hear it. With the fearsome Panette protecting me, I know I'll be all right.
You know it. You and me, we're gonna survive this thing together.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am for taking you to those ruins.
Please, don't worry about it.
I didn't even think to ask if you were afraid of ghosts. How horribly careless. Please, allow me to atone for my error. Whatever you need done, I will do.
You don't need to atone for anything. I'm fine. I seldom need to go anywhere alone, so I've scarcely felt my new crippling fear of solitude.
What?
The howling wind keeps me awake at night, but I've learned to scream myself into exhaustion. And so what if the creak of a floorboard renders me motionless for hours on end? I don't mind. I have accepted that the lifetime of fear I went through in a single day has scarred me forever.
Oh, you poor woman. I am so very sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I had to tease you a little. I'm fine, Panette, really. I understand that you brought me to that place because you thought it would make me happy. Please don't worry about it ever again.
Don't worry about it. I put you through a terrible ordeal.
Your intention was purely for me to enjoy it, was it not?
Well, yes, but...
That is what matters to me. Thank you.
Oh, all right. If you are certain, do you think, despite this horrible blunder, we might still be friends?
Of course. So long as you tell me where we're going ahead of time from now on. And no more haunted places, please.
Of course. From now on, we stay in the land of the living.
Marin, listen. I'm sorry for blowing up at you the other day.
Blowing up is a bit strong.
I didn't understand that you were observing me so closely because you genuinely care.
No, I was in the wrong, not you. I was completely oblivious to how my actions made you feel.
You know, now that we understand each other better, I'd be happy to help you. There aren't many books about divine dragons, and nobody's asked me about my life before. You want to fill that gap, help people learn about me. I can see the value in that. What I'm trying to say is, please, observe to your heart's content.
Really? You mean it?
I mean it.
Thank you, Divine One. I really appreciate that. When I'm observing you, I forget about all the stress and worry. Everything bad slips away. I just feel joyful. And I want to share that joy with others, you know?
You're truly one of a kind, Marin. Maybe I should write a book about you.
You flatter me, Divine One.
I do have a request. Stop thinking of me as more than human, all right? I may be the only divine dragon, but hey, you're one of a kind too.
You make a good point. I guess we're both rare critters, aren't we?
Exactly. Oh, and also, I want to be the first to read this book of yours.
Of course. I can't think of anyone better to fact-check it.
Your rendition of that landscape came out stunning, Rosado. I saw it on display in the cafe. Everyone who walked by seemed to stop and stare at it. Oh, I'm so glad. It was worth the trip, right? It was. Even if we almost drowned crossing that river on the way, and that pack of wolves that chased us, I really thought we were going to die. But that's all just fond memories now. And the view we found made it all worth it. Thanks again for coming with. I couldn't have drawn that piece without your help. I've been meaning to ask you, Rosado. Is your passion for art really only about likes? What? Watching you draw that day, it felt like maybe you had another goal, beyond validation. I guess I do. The world is filled with so much beauty. Most people only get to see a little of it. True. It's impossible for people to see everything on their own. That's such a waste, isn't it? There are forms of beauty out there we don't even have names for. Unique, precious things. If I can show people even a little more of the diversity in the world, I'll be happy. It'll mean I've helped build a world where folks accept and appreciate each other's differences. Opening minds by showing them new things. Didn't know you were such a profound thinker. Maybe I'm just showing off. Not at all. I have a lot of respect for you, Rosado. Even more now. Thank you. That means a lot. Want to join me the next time I go looking for a new landscape to draw? I'd love to. I'm eager to see what you show me next.
Hi there! I'm pretty good at cooking. I think. So I add this, I stir it, I chop it. Wait. It turned out really well.
This is one of my favorites.
Is this an attempt to poison me?
I feel weird giving you leftovers, but, here you go.
Hi there. I'm Jean, a doctor in training.
I am Vale, the Dragon Princess. I'm lost. I admire your strength.
I think I've grown up a little.
I am Marin, Royal Knight of Somme. Prepare yourself.
I'll be your opponent.
Let's have some fun! You trounced me thoroughly. I'm impressed.
I am here.
Let's have a good match.
Fought.
Yes.
Looking to try a new course? Which would you like? Until next time.
Pardon me, Divine One, but it is time to wake. The world awaits you. Remember, no more observations, Marin. You do not want to make the Divine Dragon unhappy again. Keep this wake up nice and cool. Greetings. For breakfast, I suggest something sweet. And a brisk walk after.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for sparring with me, Saphir.
No problem. Always a pleasure to find an opponent who can help me work up a sweat.
Glad to hear it, since I barely kept up. I see now why Brodia holds you in such high regard.
Don't be too modest. You're good, and you've got lots of room to grow. Strength, skill, speed. You're full of potential. Keep training. You'll see.
Maybe. But what I really envy is your intensity. The way you press the attack, it's relentless. Do you think I've got the potential to be as ferocious a fighter as you are?
That's...
Saphir?
Sorry. Listen, you'd be better off not modeling your fighting style too much after mine. Ferocity doesn't suit you. You're too kind a person for it. Just be yourself and hang on tight to that kindness. Don't let it go.
I understand, Saphir. Thank you.
Are you all right there, Divine One?
Boucheron? Why do you ask?
Oh, I just thought you seemed a little worn out.
Ouch. You noticed? I am feeling sort of sluggish.
That's not good. You're eating 3 meals a day, I hope?
Yes. I don't think my diet is the issue.
Well then, how about your sleep?
About the usual.
So you're eating and sleeping fine, but you still feel groggy. It could be stress.
You think so?
I wouldn't be surprised. Going to war is stressful for anyone. What have you been doing as stress relief?
Nothing. It hadn't even occurred to me. Why? What do you do?
I have several ways to blow off steam. Like going up a mountain alone and spending some quiet time fishing.
Wow. That does sound relaxing.
Would you like to join me sometime? The alone part of it is optional. Really?
Yes, I would love that. Please, come get me the next time you head out. Ivy, can I ask why you call me your deity?
During all the hardest moments of my life, the one thing I could turn to was the Divine Dragon. My faith in you gave me strength to survive.
Survive what, exactly?
My whole world. The place where I was born. Elusia Castle is a den of treachery and double-dealing. No one is safe there, and the worst part is, I had no escape. My mother was at the center of every scheme. I was forced to be near every foul conspiracy.
Your own mother?
In her world, every smile is a dagger looking for a back to stab. I hated that place. I hated what it did to everyone who set foot there. The one thing that kept me from despair was my faith. My faith in the Divine Dragon.
But why me?
At first, I worshipped merely to be contrary. They chose the Fell Dragon, so I chose Divine. It was a small, invisible act of rebellion, but it was what I needed. The more I thought about you and your life, the more I knew I didn't belong in the castle.
I'm glad to have been some help, if only indirectly.
Forgive me. To experience your kindness in such a familiar way is an intense thing for me. Could you please act a little more like a deity?
Understood. I'll try to be more considerate.
In all seriousness, Divine One, you are my strength, even now. Thank you.
Oh.
Forgive me. This is where you wanted to meet, Divine One? Why all the way out here? What could you possibly be planning?
I have something important to talk to you about.
That doesn't explain why you picked this place. I would happily speak with you anywhere.
I wanted to be alone with you.
I see. Well, here we are.
Are you okay? You're blushing.
I am. Oh, of course I am. It's all right. Whatever you have to say to me, I am prepared to hear it. Proceed.
Very well. Princess Ivy, please accept this ring as a token of my favor.
That's the pact ring. The divine dragon bestows this gift only to deepen the most meaningful bond.
Knowledgeable as ever.
You're really giving this to me?
There is no one I would rather have by my side. You are the one I feel closest to.
I am, as ever, in awe of how forthright you are with your feelings.
I wouldn't be a very good deity if I hid my thoughts from someone so devoted to me. You opened your heart to me, Ivy. It's only fair I return the favor.
That's true. Very well. In that case, I accept.
Good.
I already feel so much closer to you. A bond with the Divine Dragon is more than I ever dared hope for. Thank you. Now and forever, you have my endless devotion and adoration.